Welcome back to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program. Today's episode has been made possible by amazing crew work from Josiane Hurd, our director, Chris Williams on camera, and Carol Tolbert assisting Josiane in the control room under Rich's guidance. Thank you so much to our wonderful crew for making this episode happen. I'm going to save the gentleman to my extreme right for the last. To my immediate left, we have Ron Thomas. Ron is a producer here at Manhattan Neighborhood Network. Ron, I'd like you to tell our viewers a little bit about your program.
Oh, my program is called Big Talk. It's a 1-hour live talk show.
Competing with our show.
Thursdays, yeah.
Every Thursday, 1 to 2 p.m.
Yes.
Correct? What channels?
Channel 56.
Channel 56. Can you mention a few of the themes that you guys discuss, that you folks discuss
Well,
in
this
each show?
past week we talked about Occupy Wall Street.
Okay, so all current topics, politics and current topics.
The Patriot Act, how it suspended the Constitution, so you don't have any of those constitutional rights anymore, but nobody really understands how that works.
I don't either, so I think I better watch your show now.
Yeah.
When is the next episode airing?
Next Thursday.
So every Thursday, 1 to 2. Okay.
The 27th.
27. By the time
29th,
this
I'm
airs.
sorry, 29th.
Oh, that'll be just about 1 day after this episode airs.
29th.
Fantastic. Okay. We're going to watch it tomorrow. Anne-Marie, to my immediate right, we have Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie is a producer here at Manhattan Neighborhood Network. Anne-Marie has a show called Something to Offer. Would you tell us a little bit?
It's all about people going after their goals and dreams and how they make it happen in their life or in their community or making a difference in, with what they do. And it's amazing to be able to share all those stories with viewers. And I hope the reason I do it is so that everyone knows that no matter what they wish to do, on some level they can do it, and every dream is possible, and
Right.
everything you can fulfill on some level. You don't have to be the biggest fish in the pond, And I think people get inspired by hearing other people's journeys, and I love being able to be witness to their conversation about
Their
journey.
journeys as well, yeah.
So
I've crewed for you a couple of times, Anne-Marie, and I've noticed you bring on some amazing guests.
thank you.
You had a photographer one day. I think I was on that. I crewed for that show. You had a girl who brought in some amazing photography work. You had people with different talents. It was really good. How do you select your talent?
Oh, it's like so many different ways. Sometimes I've read about the people. Sometimes people recommend the people to me. Sometimes I just go after people that I think would be interesting to have because I've either met them. I mean, I've done a lot of
Scouting.
I mean, I think everybody's estimable, but in the television world, I've done a lot of pretty famous people too, because
Right.
I've just had a tenacious kind of way of going about it. And people have been very kind to me. Or I've done people that are now very, much more in the scene
Right.
of the media. So, but I don't think anybody's story is any greater or less where they are in their journey. They're all lessons for all of us, and I find everybody very inspirational.
Right. Everyone's
So,
got a story to tell.
Yeah.
What channels do you air?
I'm on channel 56, and then that's Time Warner, and I think RCN is 83, and I think FiOS might be 23 or 24. That's like the poor relation or something. I don't know. In my mind, I never know. I don't mean that bad, FiOS. I just mean that I never remember the number.
I think it's 83 on files.
83. Okay. 83 on FiOS also?
I heard, that's what I heard.
Oh, I didn't think it was, but it's the one I never remember. And it's on Saturday nights at 7:30 p.m. Every Saturday night. So.
Saturday night, 7:30. Watch out for Anne Marie's show.
And those of you who have
Something to offer.
FiOS, I'm really sorry, but you can figure it out. It's MNN. I just don't know.
Anne Marie Arthur, thank you so much for
Thank
coming on
you.
our show. I think you've only been with us once before, so
I
I'm
might
happy
have
you're back.
stretched once or twice with you,
Once or
but
twice
yeah.
with us.
I usually prefer to be on the other side of the.
I remember that. Rob Harper to my extreme right. Rob is an up-and-coming author. Is that your first title, Rob? You want to hold your book up for Chris?
Yes, it is.
Show it on camera.
And the title is That Job Just Isn't Into You. Starting over when it's over, and I can kind of segue something that Anne-Marie is saying, that everyone has an interesting story, and it's never too late to start doing something that you want to do, because in my book, I tell individuals that have been let go from a job, or those that have a job, and they don't like the job, that it's never too late to reinvent yourselves. Especially in this economy, a lot of people are being laid off from their jobs, and they're not certain what the next step should be.
Right.
One of the things that I try to instill in the readers is that, first of all, you don't want to panic. Although losing a job is something that you want to panic
yeah,
about.
you're
But
worried about food.
you want to take a deep breath, stretch, do some yoga, exercise, eat
Well
right,
done.
and then realize that it's not the end of the world. Simply because that job just isn't into you doesn't mean that life isn't into you. And you can always reinvent yourself.
Right, right.
And it's
So
from a personal experience. I experienced this once, and I bounced right back. So
when you talk about reinvent yourself, you're talking about developing new skills or finding new dimensions to yourself.
exactly, because there are definitely skills that people have that they
Yes.
don't realize that they have. A dog walker. There are always people that are looking for dog walkers, and you can say, hey, I need money. I'll decide to do that, anything to get money when you need it to pay the rent or to get food on the table.
Right.
Can I just, this is your show, but I was just going to say that if maybe that when the job isn't into you, that's your gift because that job isn't your right work.
Exactly.
And when you get your right work, that's when the joy comes.
Right, and I mentioned that. A lot of people have jobs that they think this is the job that I've always wanted, but is that really the job that you want? You're not happy. That job isn't into you. It's time to move on to your true passion. If it's teaching yoga or teaching school or riding a bicycle, whatever it is that's going to make you happy.
Whatever brings you joy, that's right.
Absolutely.
Yes, of course it's important to have food on the table, so you need
Yes.
some money to bring that food on the table. But if you can combine it with something you love, there's nothing like that.
Exactly.
Wonderful. I think that would be very inspiring. That job isn't into you. How can people reach you? Is it available online?
It's available online. It'll be
Okay.
available starting in January, the end of January.
Okay. End of January. Okay.
Yes.
So by the time we air this, you'll have another month in which to start looking out for Rob Harper's book. That job
Exactly.
isn't into you. How do they reach you? Email?
They can reach me by email, rjharper1@gmail.com. That's rjharper1@gmail.com.
That's RJHARPER,
Yes.
the number 1 at gmail.com.
Yes.
Okay, they can even Google you. So in
Absolutely.
case you're out there before January, before we start airing, they
Yes.
can still look out for you. Well, they won't know till we air, right? Which happened. But thank you, Rob, for sharing that. That's very inspiring, very motivating. We're going to pick up where we left off yesterday. We had another special guest yesterday, and she talked about lots of healing foods. So right now, we won't take the focus away from the talent we already have right here. We're going to continue with our stretching. Let's all we'll face away from Chris's camera so Chris can pick up an angle for us. The front left of the mat. We're going to take our viewers, into a posture called Paripurna Nava. Let me get my little cheat sheet. Paripurna Nava. Paripurna means full or overflowing. Nava is boat. Now remember, resist the temptation to use your quad muscles. Try to engage your lower abdominal muscles. Inhale the arms up to shoulder height. And also remember to strengthen your low back muscles when you get into this posture. Inhale, lift your legs off of the floor.
Oh my God.
Now, in the beginning, you may be tempted to use your quad muscles. That's okay. Learn to forgive yourself. When you're ready, start using your low abdominal muscles. Exhale and release. Now, to help you, the quads do hurt, right?
No, I need to use this.
You
But
need-
these started to
exactly.
go. They started to go in there.
And if they start hurting, that means that's what we're using. So yes, you
Yes,
need
I'm
to
trying to
tighten
get it
the
here.
lower
Grabs.
Called the core. I don't have
Right.
I have no core.
Anne-Marie, that's the thing. That's the challenge we all face. We just don't remember to use the correct muscles, and that's why it hurts. Sometimes we end up hurting ourselves, and occasionally we're able to hold it longer if we're in the right if we use the right muscles. Now, have the soles of both your feet touching each other. So bend both your legs. Now, have the soles touching, and then clasp both your feet with your hands. Once you've made that connection, press your knees down all the way. Now, if your knees don't come down all the way today, that's perfectly okay. You could also use a brick. So if you want to sit on a block or a brick, that'll help bring the knees down, and you'll be a lot more comfortable. So you want to sit on a block. You look okay, Ron. And the other thing you could do also is do a slight adaptation the way Ron is doing. You can bring your feet out in front. I find that a little bit difficult for me. I'm just a lot more comfortable bringing it in this way. And then I'm going to press my knees down. Baddha, Kona. Baddha is bound, Kona is corner, bound angle of cobbler. Literally the cobblers in India.
Okay,
This
so
is
you're
how
not
they sit.
pressing with your elbows. You're just thinking pressing down. You're not.
Oh
going
no,
like
I
that.
don't need to push with my
Oh,
elbows because
okay,
my
that's
knees
what I
are
thought,
already
okay.
down. But if your knees are all the way up, then you use your elbows to push them
That's
down.
what I thought, but there's
Yes,
nothing happening.
you can. You can
I
if
need
your
to go
knees
like
are really
this.
close. But my knees are already down, so I'm not going to do it. And that's another thing too. When we are very comfortable in a particular posture, it becomes our favorite. I think this is one of my favorites. Press down, Baddha Kona or cobbler. Now, very gently inhale. Bring your knees up. Bring your feet out about 6 to 8 inches apart. We're going to come up in a seated squat. Malasana. Your heels are closer than your toes, so bring your toes out to the side. Now press your hands together.
This is not for me. Sorry, yoga is but squatting.
You can sit. You can sit here. You can
No,
sit
I
down,
wanna
Anne-Marie.
try to squat.
Okay.
I just can't
Now
get down.
push
like
your
you frog.
knees out to the side. You're actually in a real squat. And
Am I
that might hurt your knees, so you want to really sit on this.
Oh.
Let's put it at the highest point. You don't want to hurt your knees because when you're in a standing squat, and that might be a lot of pressure on
Oh,
your
I don't
knees.
know. It's all a lot of pressure.
Mala literally means garland.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
And push your knees out to the side. So you want to get a wonderful pelvic
Oh,
stretch
that's
as well.
good. I can do this one.
Keep breathing. Don't go to sleep on us. Now very gently, let's release. Extend your legs out in front of you. Supta Namaskara. Supine prayer. So you're going to extend both the legs out.
Now,
Flex
shall I
your
come
feet.
off my
Yes,
blocks?
yes,
Okay.
please. Oops, sorry. Sorry.
You hear me, Rob? I don't know what I'm doing here.
Now, keep your legs extended, flex your feet, place both your hands to your right, on the right side of your hip. Now, if you want to go deeper into the stretch, you can place your hands a little away from you. So I'm going to just challenge myself, even if I don't go too deep, I'm going to stay here. Keep your feet flexed. Resist the temptation to lift your hips off of the
okay.
ground. Now, exhale and dip. Do not take your feet with you. Just go as deep as you can. It's okay if your forehead doesn't touch the floor today. It's not going to touch the floor for me in the next 100 years, but it doesn't matter. I'm trying. Inhale, let's come up. And
Bhavna,
let's,
I'm
yes,
sorry, through all our stretches, we should constantly breathe.
yes.
Okay, not
And
hold our breath.
every time, the little cue about breathing too, Rob, is every time you go down, you fold over, you exhale. Inhale up, exhale down.
Okay,
So
exhale.
you're folding over, you're exhaling. Now, when you come up, you're inhaling. So that's how you get the most out of your stretch. So it's good that you asked because that helps our viewers too. Place both your hands beside your left hip. And move away. Exhale and dip. Now, if you really want to feel the connection, you could place this brick. We have a foam block over here. I'm going to place it at the highest point first and dip. I'm going to try and touch my forehead to the brick.
Oh, I see. I don't need to.
Inhale, let's come out of that.
This one I can go down pretty good. For
Yeah,
me.
you're doing
I mean,
really
I don't have
well.
many
That's
stretches
good.
I can
Keep
do, but
going.
that
No,
one I
that's
can-
wonderful.
Except I have to not pick this up.
Yes, keep your hip on the floor because that's when you get the greatest challenge. Then you feel the stretch. And if you take your hips with you, you won't feel the stretch in your obliques. So you want to keep your hips down
Okay.
and then come up. Inhale, let's come up. Let's come into into prone position. We're all going to come down on our belly. Anne-Marie, I promise you there's only one posture. There may be a little bit of pressure on your knees.
Okay.
Prone, not supine yet. We're in prone. So on our belly.
Okay.
Curl your toes in. Palms are directly below the shoulders. Forehead to the ground for the moment. Curl your toes in. Here's what we're going to do, because while we are in that posture, while we're getting into it, it's hard to speak. So I'm going to first instruct our viewers. What we're going to do is we're going to inhale with our toes curled in, and we're going to lift our buttocks off of the floor. Chin and chest stay on the floor.
Oh, I gotta be careful.
So
with my
now,
foot, too.
once you're ready with your alignment, exactly, just be careful. There might be a little bit of pressure on your knees. Once you're ready, bring your chin to the floor. Press with your palms. Keep your toes curled in. Inhale. Lift your buttocks up, which means gliding your knees closer to your chest. Inhale and lift. I'm going to slowly walk my toes closer to my chest. And that's about as high as I'm going today. Engage your low back muscles and hold. Very gently uncurl your toes, glide back, and then glide up into cobra. Now engage your low back muscles. To test if you're using your low back, you might want to take your palms off of the floor. Press with the tops of your feet. I know. Are you having fun yet?
You're having fun with me. This is the comedy yoga.
Press with your palms, forehead back on the floor. And when you're ready, get your chin to the ground and then make a fist before you get into this next posture after cobra, bhujang or cobra. We're going to take you through a posture called Salab Asana. Tuck your thumb into your palm, curl your fingers over your thumb. So make a little fist and tuck your fist in the pelvic region so your bones don't
by your
chafe on the
hips?
ground. No, just in the pelvic region,
Oh,
just on
okay.
the inside of your thighs.
Okay, gotcha.
So in the groin area, so you don't actually, your bones shouldn't chafe on the ground when you
Oh,
lift your knees. So chin is to the floor. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to engage our low back muscles. Inhale and lift our knees off of the floor. Press with the tops of your feet first and then align yourself nice and firm. Chin is to the ground. Engage your low back. Inhale and lift. Keep your chin on the floor.
Oh,
What happens is when you lift your head or your chin up, you're actually tensing the back of your neck. Exhale and release very gently. Release. Extend your arms out in front of you. That was Salab or locust. Keep your palms facing each other. Tops of your feet are flat on the ground. Inhale. Engage your low back. Inhale. Lift your upper body and keep your torso on the floor. Lift your chin, chest, and your knees off of the floor. Plus your arms, of course. Inhale and lift. As high as you can go. Sorry about that. Exhale and release. Very nice exhale, Anne-Marie. Now hold on to the left ankle with your left hand. So from nav or boat, hold on. We're going to go into dhanur or archer's bow. Hold on to the right ankle with the right hand. You want to make sure you hold on to your ankles. That way you can flex your feet. Now, you can challenge yourself by keeping your knees really close, or if you feel a little tired today, you can bring your knees apart. Now, what you want to do is engage your low back, keep your chin on the floor, engage your low back, inhale, and lift your knees, chin and chest off of the floor. Dhanur Asana or bow. Inhale and lift. Very nice. We're making a little bow with our body.
Wow.
I can't even hold
Exhale.
my ankles, so I'm just doing the best I can.
And release. Just enjoy the stretch. If you feel the stretch in any part of the body, I think we're halfway there. 3/4 there, actually. Press with your palms. Extend your legs out behind you. Press with your palms. Curl your toes in. Inhale. Lift your body up. Let's come up on all fours. Then bring your knees a little closer. Manduk Asana, Manduk or frog. Place both the elbows on the floor. Clasp your palms together. Keep your toes curled in. Now this is a wonderful relaxing posture, but it's an active posture, so you want to breathe with the belly. So fill your belly with air like a frog, and then exhale. Take your belly all the way in. Try that one more time. Exhale. Now one last prone posture. Bring your palms down. And then lift your knees off of the floor. Keep your toes curled in plank position. Dandasana, danda or plank. Typically, girls we hate this posture because it needs a lot of arm strength. Now, you can hold that for just a few moments more. And then if you want to really challenge yourself, bend your elbows just a little bit. You can go down. This is the push-up, the military push-up. Very gently lower your knees and let's all come in supine position. Supine on your back. Let's come with our heads to the camera. Anne-Marie, you're not going to sleep on me, are you?
No. I hope
Okay. Okay. Viparita Karani or unique inversion. Viparita means unique. Karani is upside down or inversion. I take my fancy plastic clip. I have no idea why I took my glasses off, but that's okay. Now place your palms under your buttocks. So palms facing down, place them under your buttocks. It helps you get just that little extra leverage. It helps you lift your legs up a little higher. Extend your legs out in front of you. Viparita Karani. Now remember, Anne-Marie, engage your low abdominal muscles, your core muscles.
Try.
Not your quads. We tend to have stronger quads than we realize, and we use our quad muscles. Inhale, lift both your legs off of the floor. Very nice. As high as you will go, and take it in stages. With your palms under your buttocks, it makes it that much easier, actually, that much more rewarding too. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to keep inhaling, take our legs all the way overhead into plow or halasana. Now, use your hands to lift your buttocks off of the floor. Inhale and lift. Let's try it, just as high as you'll go. It's fine, we're just going to try. Now, sometimes...
Here we go.
Not bad, well done. Now, use your hands to support your buttocks. Well done, Ron, you got your legs all the way up. Great. And so is Rob, wonderful. Hold it very gently. Do not lift, do not move your neck from side to side. Do not move your head. Now, very gently, when you lower your buttocks to the ground, remember, do not raise your head. Very gently exhale and lower your body to the ground. Keep your head down. Slow, controlled motions. Fold your legs at the knee and then place your palms on the soles of your feet. Happy baby. Now, this is a good time to get a wonderful sacral massage. So this happy baby is really happy.
Rolling over.
Now, to get a nice little bit of a sacral massage, you could do a kind of a semi-rocking motion.
Okay.
You could go from side to side. You can do a semi-circle. You're having a lot of fun. It's good to have you on the show.
I'm just making mistakes.
That's okay. The important thing is to feel the stretch. Now press your heels all the way down. Press your feet
Down
all the
or
way
up?
down to the side. Yeah, to the side. So your knees go down. They're reaching for the ground. Inhale. Very gently bring your legs together. Exhale and release. Engage your low abdominal muscles to get your knees and your feet all the way down. Very nice. In fact, some of the schools we go to, they actually count you down. If you go faster than the count, you're asked to do it again. Now, once again, place your hands under your buttocks. We're going to take our viewers through. Are you sweating yet, Anne?
No, it's just falling apart. In a
Matsya,
good way. I mean it in a good way.
Matsya or fish. Fish posture. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to press with our buttocks on our hands. So our buttocks are going to push our hands down.
Okay.
Elbows are below our back. So basically, elbows are close to the body.
Oh, they're flat.
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
The
I mean,
hands
I'm-
are flat. No, that's okay. The
Hands
palms
sticking
are
out.
flat under the buttocks, and then elbows are close to your body. Legs are extended, feet are flexed. Inhale, peel your chest off of the floor. So peel your torso up. And then look. You can look upside down. The world looks so much better upside down. Hi, Chris. Exhale and release. Now, sometimes you could do adaptations or you could do extensions of postures. 3 minutes left. Thank you. Thanks, Josiane. Oh, that's perfect timing, actually. We'll take our viewers through 3 more postures. We have about a couple of minutes, 2.5 to 3 minutes. Bring your heels close to your hips. So you want, the closer you get, your hands should be able to touch your ankle. So that's how close you want to be.
Nah, it ain't happening. Okay, I'll just do my best.
And now to challenge yourself, you want to bring your knees closer first. And then when you're ready, Setu Bandha or bridge. When you're ready, inhale, lift your buttocks off of the floor. Inhale and lift. Yeah, you've got your feet on the ground. We're not there yet. That's the last one. So inhale. Support your buttocks with your hands. Do not leave them unsupported. You want to use your hands under your buttocks to hold you up. And when you're ready and you're nice and secure, you can bring your feet a little closer. That'll take you a little higher. Very nice. Do not move your head from side to side. Exhale and release. Setu Bandha. Extend Setu. Bandha is connection. Setu is connecting from one point to another. Extend your right leg out to the front. And then keep your left leg bent at the knee. Place your right hand on your left knee and push the left knee over to the right. The left shoulder is still on the floor.
Oh, I like this.
Supta Parivritta, supine twist.
Super.
And look over your left shoulder. That's it. We're all looking over our left shoulder. Make sure left shoulder is on the floor.
Oh, wait.
You're making an S with your body. So a nice twist for the whole body. Inhale and release. You feel the release, Ron?
Yeah.
Extend the left leg out and then bend the right leg at the knee. It feels really good, right? Place your left hand on your right knee. Place the right hand on your hip. And then push your right knee over to the left and turn to look right.
Oh,
So
wait.
you make-
I did it wrong. Wait, you're putting the same.
No, the left hand
Oh, I
over
was
the
right. I
That's
was right.
it.
Okay.
You were doing it the right way. So that helps you. Basically, your hand is just helping you over. No problem. Try to keep your feet flexed. If your feet go with you, correct it. Inhale and release. Extend both legs first and then shake yourself out. Feels good, right? We're closing with a wonderful.
Let's keep doing that. I can
Keep doing
excel
it.
at Supta
There's
Bandha
another one
words.
you will say to Bandha. There's another one we'll love. Now, just congratulate yourself on a job well done. Bring both your knees into your chest. This posture actually has many different names. It's also called Pavana Mukta. Basically, Pavana is wind, Mukta is freedom. Basically, you are getting all the air out of your body. But in this sequence, it's called Pinda. Pinda is fetus. So we all look like little fetuses. What's a plural for fetus? You're the teacher.
I don't
Feti?
know, it's just fetus. I was going to ask a question, but it'll really make you laugh. Is this good if people have gas to use this?
Yeah, it is. Actually, Pavana Mukta is literally, that's what it is. It releases wind.
Yeah, well, that's why I thought I'd ask, because sometimes
Now
gas can
hug
be very
yourself.
painful.
Yeah, it can. Now hug yourself. Bring your knees way in and then give yourself a little bit of a sacral massage. And if you feel you want to just hold on to your knees to get that massage, do that. Make a nice little semicircle with your knees. I don't think any of us want to get up, right? We're ready to go into Yoga Nidra. Let's all get up and thank our crew on behalf of Rob Harper, Anne-Marie Offa, and Ron Thomas. This is Banu Suresh signing off. We'd like to thank our amazing crew, Josian Hurd, our director, Chris Williams on camera, and Carol Tolbert in the control room. Thank you so much for making this episode happen. Josian, we're going to keep stretching, and you can continue to keep us on air if you like, but now we're having fun, no more formal lessons. Anne-Marie, how do you feel? I'm so
Okay,
glad
except
you could
my
come.
knee does hurt, so I...
What did we do today? No knee benders, did we?
Not really, but I can't really be... We were on it. You know, we were
Oh,
on
just
it.
one
so-
posture.
Yeah, I don't mean hurt, but I can feel it. But that's
Little
because
bit.
I have a sensitive knee. But that's
yeah.
okay.
No, I remember
But I
you'd
like
hurt
to-
yourself too. But you
Oh,
know,
that's
that's
my
the thing.
in this foot, but it feels pretty okay right now. So.
No, and the good thing